everyone, my name is Katya and today I'm going to show you how to crochet this adorable gnome ornament. It is measuring about 9 to 10 inches long. For this project I used number 4 medium weight yarn for the hat, and then I used eyelash yarn for the beard. You can use any yarn of your choice, you don't need to use this yarn. You're also going to need your 4.5 millimeter crochet hook, some sort of an old ornament or anything else you want to use. 4 pom-poms, I have 3 for the hat and then 1 for the nose, and just scissors and a hot glue. We're going to start with the magic ring. To work on your magic ring, hold on to the yarn tail with your thumb, wrap your yarn around your 2 fingers, crisscross it in the front, hold on to the working yarn with your ring finger, insert your hook underneath the first circle. Using the second circle, bring out a loop, twist it, go into the working yarn, and chain 1. Here we have a magic ring with the chain 1. Into this magic ring, we need to work 4 single crochets. Here's 1, 2, 3, and 4. For round 1, we have 4 single crochets. Go ahead and pull on this yarn tail to tighten the center. For the next rounds, you're going to need a stitch marker. I'm going to be using a piece of yarn. Go ahead and place it in front of the first single crochet. For round 2, all we're going to do is work 1 single crochet into each stitch around. Here's 1. Find the next stitch and work your second single crochet. So here's 2, 3, and 4. Might be a little bit tight, but it gets better as we work on more rounds. For round 2, we worked 4 single crochets. Now for round 3, we're just going to repeat round 2 and work 1 single crochet into each stitch around. Here's 1, 2, 3. I'm trying to push all my stitches out this way so it'll be easier for me to see them. Here is 3, and I have 1 more left, and 4. At the end of round 3, we have 4 single crochets. For round 4, we're going to work 2 single crochets into the first stitch. So we're starting to increase now. Here's 2 single crochets all worked into that first stitch, and we're going to repeat. We're going to work 2 single crochets into each stitch around. Again, pick up the next stitch and work 2 single crochets, and one more time pick up that stitch and work 2 single crochets. And at the end of round 4, you should have 8 single crochets. Now for round 5, we're just going to work 1 single crochet around. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I have 1 more left, 8. At the end of round 5, you should have 8 single crochets. Let's push this hat out this way, so the tail is going to be on the inside. For round 6, 7, and 8, all we're going to do is repeat round 5. We're just going to work 1 single crochet into each stitch around. And that's all it is here for 3 rounds. So 6, 7, and 8, just work 1 single crochet, and I'll meet you at the end of round 8. At the end of round 8, this is how it looks like, and you should have 8 single crochets. For round 9, we're going to start by working 1 single crochet into the first stitch, and now work 2 single crochets into the next stitch. Here's 1, and go back into that same stitch and work your second single crochet. Repeat, work 1 single crochet, and then into the following stitch work 2 single crochets. Repeat, work 1 single crochet into the next stitch and 2 single crochets into the following stitch, which is our increase. And one more time, work 1 single crochet, and then into the last stitch work 2 single crochets. And at the end of this round you should have 12 single crochets. For round 10 and 11, we're just going to work 1 single crochet around. Continue working like this for round 10 and 11, just working 1 single crochet around, and I'll meet you at the end of round 11. At the end of round 11, you should have 12 single crochets. For round 12, which is our increase round now, we're going to work 1 single crochet into the first stitch and 1 single crochet into the next stitch. And into the following stitch, work 2 single crochets, which is our increase. Repeat, work 1 single crochet into the next 2 stitches. And into the following stitch work 2 single crochets. Work 1 single crochet into the next 2 stitches and 2 single crochets into the following stitch. And one more time, work 1 single crochet into the next 2 stitches, and into the last stitch you should work 2 single crochets. And this ends round 12, and you should have 16 single crochets. For round 13, we're just going to work 1 single crochet around. Continue working on your single crochets around, and I'll meet you at the end of round 13. At the end of round 13, you should have 16 single crochets. Round 14 is our increase round, and we're going to work 1 single crochet into the first 3 stitches. Here's 1, 2, and 3, and into the following stitch work 2 single crochets. So here's 1, and go back into that same stitch and work your second single crochet. Let's repeat. We're going to work 1 single crochet into the next 3 stitches. And into the following stitch work your increase, which is 2 single crochets. Repeat, work 1 single crochet into the next 3 stitches. And into the following stitch work 2 single crochets. And one more time, work 1 single crochet into the next 3 stitches, 2 and 3, and into the last stitch work 1 single crochet. This ends round 14, and at the end you should have 20 single crochets. Now for round 15, all we're going to do is just work 1 single crochet around. Continue working on your single crochet around, and I'll meet you at the end of round 15. At the end of round 15, you should have 20 single crochets. For round 16, which is our increase round, we're going to work 1 single crochet into the first 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And into the following stitch, work 2 single crochets. And that's the repeat, is just working 1 single crochet into the next 4 stitches, 2, 3, and 4, and into the following stitch work 2 single crochets. Repeat, work 1 single crochet into the next 4 stitches, and notice how each time we add 1 single crochet between the increases. Into the following stitch work 2 single crochets. And let's repeat one more time, work 1 single crochet into the next 4 stitches, 2, 3, and 4, and into the last stitch work 2 single crochets. At the end of round 16, you should have 24 single crochets. For round 17, we're just going to work 1 single crochet around. Continue working like this, and I'll meet you at the end of this round. Just working 1 single crochet around. At the end of round 17, you should have 24 single crochets. Now for round 18, it's our increase round. We're going to start by working 1 single crochet into the first 5 stitches. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And work 2 single crochets into the following stitch. We're going to work 1 single crochet into the next 5 stitches, and 5. And now work 2 single crochets into the following stitch. Here's 1, and go back into that same stitch and work your second single crochet. Repeat again, so work 1 single crochet into the next 5 stitches, 3, 4, and 5. And now work 2 single crochets into the following stitch. And let's repeat one more time. Work 1 single crochet into the next 5 stitches, 3, 4, and 5, and into the last stitch work 2 single crochets. And at the end of this round you should have 28 single crochets. For round 19, once again we're just going to work 1 single crochet around. Continue working on your single crochet around, and I'll meet you at the end of round 19. At the end of round 19 you should have 28 single crochets. For round 20, we're going to start working on the flaps of the hat. And to do that, we're going to start by working 1 single crochet into the first stitch. And now work 1 single crochet into the next 7 stitches. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And at the end, you should have 8 single crochets. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now for round 21, chain 1 and turn your work. And we're going to work 1 single crochet into the next 8 stitches. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. For row 22, we need to work a decrease. So we're going to start by chaining 1 and turn our work. And now insert your hook into the first stitch, yarn over and pull through. You have 2 loops on your hook. Go into the next stitch, yarn over and pull through. Now we have 3 loops on our hook. Yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. Here we just work a decrease. Into the next 4 stitches, work 1 single crochet. Here's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now we have 2 stitches left, and we need to work 1 more decrease. And to do that, we're going to insert our hook into that stitch, yarn over, pull through. We have 2 loops on our hook. Go into the next stitch, which is the last stitch, yarn over, pull through, and we have 3 loops on our hook. Yarn over and pull through 3 loops. For row 23, chain 1 and turn your work. Work 1 single crochet back into that first stitch and 1 single crochet across, and we should have 6 single crochets at the end. 4, 5, and 6. For row 24, chain 1, turn your work, and now we need to work a decrease. Once again, go back into that first stitch, yarn over, pull through. Go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through. You have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. Now work 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet into the next stitch. And now we have 2 stitches left, and we need to work 2 single crochets together, or the decrease. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and chain 1 and turn our work and work 1 single crochet across. We should have 4 single crochets at the end. For row 25, chain 1, turn your work and work a decrease and 1 more decrease. So for this row we just work 2 decreases. Chain 1, turn your work and work 1 single crochet into the 2 stitches. So here's 1 and 1 more into the next stitch. And at the end we have 2 single crochets. Chain 1, turn your work, and now let's go ahead and work 1 decrease. So pick up the loops. We have 3. Now yarn over and pull through. Chain 1, turn your work and work 1 single crochet into the last stitch. This is how it looks like so far. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to work 1 single crochet across here on the side just to make it look prettier. And I'm just going to pick up any of the side stitches that I can, the post of the single crochets, and just work my single crochet across. Here I worked my single crochets on the side. Right over here in this area where we already worked our single crochet, I'm going to skip this stitch and into the following stitch work 1 single crochet and work 1 single crochet into the next 5 stitches. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now we're going to start on our second flap of the hat. So let's go ahead and work our 8 single crochets. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Chain 1, turn your work, and work 1 single crochet into the first stitch and 1 single crochet across. Should have 8 single crochets. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Stop here and let's move on to the next row. Chain 1, and we need to work a decrease and work 1 single crochet into the next 4 stitches. 3 and 4, and let's work a decrease into the last 2 stitches. Chain 1, turn your work, and work 1 single crochet into the stitches. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Chain 1, turn your work, and now let's work a decrease. Work 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, and into the last 2 stitches work a decrease. Chain 1, turn your work, and work 1 single crochet across. 2, 3, and 4. Chain 1, turn your work, and work 1 decrease and 1 more decrease. So there's just 2 decreases into this row. Chain 1, turn your work, and work 1 single crochet into the first stitch and 1 single crochet into the last stitch. Chain 1, turn your work, and let's work 1 decrease. And chain 1, turn your work, and work 1 single crochet. And now we're just going to work 1 single crochet on the side of the flap, and try your best to find the stitches. Once you're done working the single crochets on the side, skip this stitch right here where we already worked our single crochet. Go into the next stitch and slip stitch into that stitch and fasten off. Cut your yarn. Pull out your hook, and then using this hook, I'm just going to bring in the yarn tail on the inside. I'm not going to weave it in, I'm just going to bring it on the inside and leave it because we're going to be gluing it. We don't need to worry about it, but if you want to, you can work on the yarn tail. Now all we need to do now is just work on this area right here to make it look better, like this, and I'll show you how that's done. We're going to start by finding the first single crochet right over here. Insert your hook using that stitch. Doesn't have to be exact. Now wrap your yarn around your hook and pull through, hold on to the yarn tail and chain 1. And now we're just going to work 1 single crochet on the side of the flap. Remember, it doesn't have to be perfect, you're just trying your best to find the stitches, the side of the stitches, and working on your single crochets. And now that I'm finished, I'm just going to skip this stitch right here where we already worked our single crochet and jump into the next single crochet and work your single crochet there. And now we're just going to work 5 single crochets. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now using the side, so we're not going to work anything into this space, but moving into this area right here, work your single crochets using the post of the single crochets of the flap. Once you're finished, go ahead and slip stitch into the last single crochet or anywhere you can, and chain 1 and cut your yarn. Pull out your hook, and once again we're going to insert our hook using any of the stitches that we can find, just the back loop, and just wrap your yarn tail around the hook and pull through. This brings it on the inside. You can even cut it if you want. And our hat is finished. Now let's move on to the next steps. Let's go ahead and glue on the pom-poms. I'm using the larger one on the top, and that's what I'm going to do, is just glue the large one on the top. So I'm just using a little bit of glue and placing the pom-pom right on top. I'm just going to hold on to it just for a little bit, like so. And the smaller ones, I'm going to go ahead and glue them on this end. Here I have a piece of cardboard that's measuring about close to 5 inches. And I'm going to use this and wrap my eyelash yarn around. I'm going to do this for about 80 to 80 times, and I'll meet you once I have it done. Here I wrapped my yarn about 90 times, and I'm just going to pull it out gently. And here I have a piece of yarn. You can use the same yarn as you want, but I'm just using this so you can see better. Go ahead and place it underneath. And about 1 inch from the top, or half an inch even, you want to make a knot using this yarn. Make it as tight as you can. Here I made a knot. I'm just going to go to the back and repeat. I'm going to go ahead and cut this yarn. And our beard is done. What we need to do is go ahead and cut this loops at the bottom, like so. Now that the hat is all finished with the beard, let's go ahead and assemble the ornament. And I'm going to be using a styrofoam ball, but I do recommend for you to use some sort of an ornament, because when I do place this, the front will be covered, but the back is showing. So if you're okay with this, then you can use a styrofoam. But for this video, I'm just going to go ahead and use a styrofoam ball. Now, what you can do is either make the beard the way I showed you, or you can use fake fur for the beard if you want to. Here, I just cut a triangle. So it's up to you which one you want to use. I'm going to stick with this one. So go ahead and place whatever it is you're going to be using inside the hat. We're going to use this beard and place it right inside the hat. And now position it the way you want it to look. And once you're happy, we're going to go ahead and glue this right here on this side, on top, and on this side. And that's what I'll be doing. Use a pom-pom and add a nose. So I'm just going to go ahead and glue this nose right on top of the beard, kind of overlapping a little bit on the hat. Add a little bit of glue and just press down on the pom-pom. And you're finished. The last thing is just go ahead and trim the beard. This is how it looks like once the beard is trimmed. Now let's go ahead and attach about a 12-inch piece of yarn on the top so we can hang our ornament. So using about 2 rounds down of the hat, I'm just going to insert my hook there, wrap the yarn piece around my hook and pull through. And now we're just going to go ahead and knot it on the top. I'm going to cut this yarn tails, and now I'm just going to bring this yarn tails on the inside of the hat and hide it that way. If it comes out on the other side, pull it back in, like so. And now you can hang your ornament. And here's our finished ornament. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.